If there's anyone on Earth who could make breakcore on a machine the size and shape of a pocket calculator, it's Tyron. Actually, it's everyone. Like, I would love to take credit for knowing how to do a single interesting task, but this is actually really simple. So the M8 is not like a super good sampler, but for many things it is a proficient sampler. It is a good enough sampler. And this is one of those things. So the easy version is we have a BPM matched drum loop here. So the thing we're going to use to chop and screw samples is the start command, which basically just starts the sample playing from a different location. And that's it. If you want to get really fancy, you can use the ret command for retrigger. The top digit controls the volume. Just preview it and look at the bottom line, you'll figure it out. Second digit controls how often the retrigger is. Lower values are faster. Just to be aware that if you use the volume effects at all, you might need to retrigger your note for it to behave correctly. So slightly harder mode, what if our sample isn't BPM matched? Now, the M8 doesn't have time stretching, but it does have kind of an amusing hack to accomplish sort of the same thing. This sample is in forward loop mode, and what we're going to do is we're going to set the length of the loop really, really low. Like, way too low. That on its own seems kind of useless, but then if we slowly change the loop start parameter, something interesting happens. That's a cool sound. So we can actually set an LFO to change the loop start parameter for us, and because the frequency is measured in steps and ticks, we can change it in a way that's beat matched, which sounds like... It sounds a little bit crunchy, but now we're tempo matched. You can change the length parameter to see if you find something that works better for your specific sample. Small values are best, but which small value you use can vary a little bit. Now, since we're no longer playing the sample in a normal way, using the start command won't quite work. Instead, we want to manually change the position of that LFO, which we can do with the LT command. Our LFO is on mod 3 right now, so we can use LT3 to achieve basically the same thing as the start command. And now that we're manually controlling the sample timing, we can also pitch it up or down freely. So these are the main drums for car. And this is 4 layers. 2 of them I did myself. And 2 of them are sampled breaks. Now, some of those sound pretty clumsy in isolation, but I think it makes for a nice effect when you stack them all up and slap the limiter on them. Now, one final trick is that if you highlight a region like this and you double tap edit, it gives you the option to render this to a sample. Not only does that mean that anything you can fit on 8 channels, you can now fit on 1, which is great for channel economy when you're sequencing complex drums, but it also means that you can really easily chop up stuff that previously existed across multiple patterns. So in the climax of the song, I actually have all the drums on channel 8 only. And in the climax of Car, which is an awesome sentence, I actually chopped these up a little bit to accent the big drum hits. There's also no specific reason you'd have to use this on only drums, right? Or you can just quick render an entire fucking song. You see what I mean about it being good enough? Like, past a certain point, your tools kinda don't matter. You just, like, do stuff. And the M8 lets you do some stuff, which I think is neat. My advice is just to use what you're comfortable with. Like, obviously experiment with stuff here and there because, like, it's fun. Using tools is neat. But, like, don't stress about what you're using. If it's comfortable and it lets you get sounds that you like, you're good. I don't know how to end these.